Have you ever wondered if one small, seemingly insignificant act could completely change the course of your life? Not just for a day, but forever. Stick with me, because you're about to hear a story that proves it can. In a bustling city lived a young man named Leo. Leo was like many of us, ambitious, driven, but often so focused on his own goals that he barely noticed the world around him. He worked at a high-pressure marketing firm where every day was a race to climb the corporate ladder. His dream was to land the senior project manager role, a position that promised prestige, a hefty raise, and the corner office with a view. The final interview was just a week away, and Leo was spending every waking moment preparing, rehearsing his answers, and perfecting his portfolio. He believed this promotion was the key to his happiness. One rainy Tuesday, rushing to a crucial pre-interview meeting, Leo was a bundle of nerves. His mind was a whirlwind of charts, projections, and clever responses. As he hurried down the crowded sidewalk, umbrella in one hand and a briefcase full of his life's work in the other, he saw an elderly woman ahead of him. She was struggling. Her grocery bag had ripped, and its contents, apples, oranges, a carton of milk, had scattered across the wet pavement. People rushed past her, a river of hurried bodies and indifferent faces, eager to get out of the rain. Leo's first instinct was the same. I can't stop, he thought. I'll be late. This meeting is too important. He took a few more quick steps, but then something made him pause. He looked back at the woman, her shoulders slumped in defeat as she tried to gather her spilled groceries with trembling hands. In that moment, the face of his own grandmother flashed in his mind. A wave of empathy washed over him, silencing the frantic voice of his ambition. He turned back. Ma'am, let me help you with that, he said, his voice gentle. He knelt on the damp concrete, heedless of his expensive suit, and began picking up the rolling fruit. The woman looked up, her eyes filled with surprise and gratitude. Oh, thank you, young man. Thank you so much, she said, her voice frail but warm. Together, they gathered everything. Leo noticed her carton of milk had burst open, its contents pooling on the ground. Don't worry about this, he said with a smile. There's a shop just around the corner. Let me get you another one. He helped her to a dry spot under an awning, bought her a new carton of milk and a sturdier bag. He even walked her a few blocks to make sure she was on the right bus, chatting with her about her grandkids along the way. Her name was Eleanor. By the time he got her safely on her way, he glanced at his watch. He was 20 minutes late for his meeting. His heart sank. He had blown it. He rushed to the office, arriving flustered and damp to find his boss and the team already deep in discussion. He apologized profusely, but he could feel the weight of their disappointed stares. The meeting was a disaster for him. He fumbled his presentation, his mind still half preoccupied with the encounter. The promotion, his dream, felt like it was slipping through his fingers. The rest of the week was agonizing. Leo was convinced he had ruined his chances. He went to the final interview feeling defeated, but something was different. As he sat before the panel of senior executives, he found himself thinking about Eleanor. He realized how stressed he had been, how obsessed with a single outcome. Helping her had reminded him of a different kind of success, the kind that doesn't come with a title or a bigger paycheck. When they asked him the dreaded question, "Tell us about a time you faced an unexpected challenge and how you handled it," Leo took a deep breath. Instead of reciting the perfectly rehearsed story about a difficult client, he decided to tell the truth. He told them about being late, about the choice he made on the sidewalk. He spoke not of project management, but of human connection. He explained how, in that moment, helping someone in need felt more important than his own ambition. He admitted he thought it had cost him this very opportunity, but that he didn't regret his decision. He concluded, I realize that true leadership isn't just about managing projects. It's about seeing and serving the people around you. He left the interview feeling strangely calm. He didn't get his hopes up. A few days later, his phone rang. It was the head of HR. Leo, she began. The partners were incredibly impressed with your interview. Leo was stunned. But I was a mess. I told you about being late. Yes, she said. You did. You see, the final candidate we were considering against you was also in that pre-interview meeting. He arrived on time, but one of our senior partners, Mr. Harrison, happened to be walking right behind you that rainy morning. He saw the whole thing. He saw you stop. He saw you help that woman. He saw you buy her a new bag and walk her to the bus stop. He arrived at the meeting a few minutes after you, and he told us that your character, demonstrated when you thought no one important was watching, was exactly what this company values in a leader. Leo was speechless. The very act he thought had doomed his career was the one that secured it. He got the promotion. But more than that, he got a profound life lesson. His new corner office didn't just have a view of the city, it had a view of the sidewalk where his life had changed. He never forgot Eleanor. That one small act of selflessness didn't just get him a job. It redefined his idea of success. It taught him that the greatest opportunities often don't come from chasing our own desires, but from pausing to meet the needs of others. The most significant achievements aren't always the ones we plan for, but the ones that find us when we choose compassion over convenience. So, the next time you're rushing, the next time you think you're too busy, remember Leo. You never know when one small act of kindness might not only change someone else's day, but completely alter the course of your own destiny for the better. If this story resonated with you, and if you believe in the power of kindness, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more motivational content that can inspire your journey. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.